Hello everyone, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2 with the old one Paul Aister. In the last episode, I connected the north to the south with my brake line. And in the process, I also messed up the parallel connectivity, or chacks joining along the route. So offline, I just went along and tidied that up to make sure that they were working correctly. So now we are distributing, if I hit the play button anyway, we are distributing goods between the north and the south. I've got 4 trains on there at the moment. As you can see, it is starting to ship goods between the 2 stations, which is good news because I don't have any steel being manufactured down south. And what I can do now is try to connect some steel lines up. I think in Birmingham, I wanted steel and wood to make machines. So now, if I add that in, oh, look at all those machines. Where are they being shipped to? Shrewsbury. Oh no, Nottingham Tools. They're bringing back the tools, so the tools should really be going on. Who wants tools? That's the tools wanting to be delivered to Nottingham. So while I'm here, let me just double that. Crude oil also wants to go, so let me double that. Now, if I add a building, what have we been doing? 2, 30, 60. We add new in, and where's my depot? Let's buy some cargo. Oh, I've got some trucks now. Let's buy 2. 2 of those onto the new line from the Birmingham depot to get machines. So now what I want it to do is load wood and steel and unload machines. And here I want you to load machines, unload wood and steel. As always, no messing around, just get in, get out. Use all of the platforms and all of the platforms. I'll go truck. And this is machines. Birmingham. Right. So that now gives me a requirement for steel. It will take a little bit of time for that to come through, so my trains should hopefully start to deliver some steel. Not really making much money from this. I'm hoping that as time picks up, that will improve. So hopefully that will now look to bring some steel down on that route. But what I want to now look at is my central hub. In fact, let me rename this to be the hub central. And this can be the, oops, not configure, that can be the this distribution hub central. This can be the distribution hub hub. What am I doing? Why is it capitalizing everything? Truck hub. Central. Spelling is terrible today. Right. What I do have is a requirement for tools and machines. So let's, for starters, put a tools and machines. Let me buy 4. Now I'll put 2 on the new line to go for the cargo truck. Where are we? Preston. That is machines. Again, top of all of the platforms. No messing, and you are just the machines. Now let's create another new line to take the tools. Again, Preston. And it's the tools. As before, every platform. No messing. This is just tools. Tools. And machines. At least that will now give me a requirement. Grain. Why is it dropping grain off? I want it to drop off the tools. What I do need to do is to have a look at what industry have I got in and around. I was hoping to find a little bit of a hill here. Just having a think about how can I start to bring goods into my central hub. So I've got coal, iron ore, stone. And wood. Trying to think. Anything below Carlisle can come to this hub. I've got I have Sheffield. I need like a little, I think there needs to be a little hub over here so I can look at sourcing these cities. I think first of all, let me get some stone delivered. Didn't I see a stone? Yes. Little stone quarry over here. There, let's have a little station. It needs to be a pass-through station, or does it? There's no harm in setting it up as one at the moment. Let me just delete. Have a quick bit of deletion and (32) 2 platforms. Let's put you out there. Now, is that going to be this? Made a mistake on that. I want it to be the large. Now, if I put a street on, and then out straight. The reason for that is that I want to be able to connect very straight. Going in this direction. I'll leave that one for the moment. No. What I'm going to have to do is go straight up. Like that connects. Just delete that. Now I can get some stone track. Bring you straight out. Make sure you're flat. And then you are going to have to come down to here. So I've got 1, 2, 3. You can be on platform. Put you on platform 3. Let's have you coming straight out. Make sure they run parallel. I don't want to be making that mistake again. Then bring you around the mountain. Doing slower sections this time. Last time it ended up getting all messed up. Bit of road. Really, what I want to do is connect. Just remove that a little bit. Let's get you connected in. 75. That'll do. I don't mind a little bit of tunneling. Where's the end? There you are. Right. That is one line connected. And I think I'm going to, well, it's how do I, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. So if I go, trying to think of where to put the that's going to be the 1. One, 2. Delete. But you deleted that. Not you. Right, so you are into there, you're into there. What you're bringing in. What I want to do is see some machines and some tools. They're not arriving. whole point for this is I don't know if this is just all going to be overkill. Too big a station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 11, 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. But that doesn't look like it's connected properly. That's better. Let me get these connected in. Make sure they all just run in to here, goes to 4. Well, the other option was just to have multiple train depots. What I wanted to try and do is try and do that. Can I? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So my idea then, I wanted to have slips. So that's not, that idea isn't going to work. Let me just go back to this side and saying, right, I've got a train here. Let's put a depot out on the side. No messing around. Let's just get you connected in. And across. Let me get a train on here. Do like the mogul. I'll go with the mogul. And I want you to be stone primarily. 1, 2, oops. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then you can have two box cars 2 wood, 2 oil to start off with. Let's buy you, stick you on a new line, which is going to go to here. You can use both those, no messing. And you can use both those, no messing. So you will now pick up stone. Then what I need is a platform, building, reconfigure. I want to put a bigger at least get them lined up correctly. Put some warehouses on. Road. Building. Building. And while I'm up here, let's get some fuel dropped off. And some goods. Take a warehouse. You. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'll put 2 on a new line, which is going to go from 2 on. What am I doing? Delete. That's the Carlisle. Carlisle. Stone. And these 2 were on a new line, which is going from there to there, which is just going to take the stone. No messing. Pick up stone. Unload. bricks, bricks, unload, stone, got machines, stone, no messing, cargo truck, Lyle, bricks. And for that to work, no it will. No it will work. And while I'm here, make that a bit shorter. That's good. And now the others can go on to the goods. Cargo truck. Carlisle. Goods. That I've done the wrong way round. That is the bricks. That is a city delivery, so it should be like that. Again, no messing about. Both platforms. And you are picking up goods and dropping them off. So the other two can be on the new line. Which is, again, no messing about, the fuel line. At least that will hopefully where are you? There you are. That will hopefully make it a stone colour. Hopefully bring some stone in here. What I want to do is put another station stick you there. is that a bit too close? Yes, probably a little bit too close. What I want to try and do is the loop. The loop system. That could bring stone in to be shipped off, and then also take stone and goods. Because that idea didn't work, just demolish all of this. Try not to make everything perfect right from the go. And I want you bring you out. Now I want these two lines we haven't got high speed yet, but I'll future-proof it. I want you to go underground. Length, surface. Two. To 20 degrees. Let's have you at 20 degrees as well. Then you can start to come round and up. connect you. Connect you in. Keep that fairly quick. What I might do is replace that because I need to have a line that's going to connect up there, which that does. How does that look? And then before we go into the tunnel, right, you're connecting. And you can connect in there. What I'm going to do is make a change to this line. And I want you to go into here. Let's change you to Earth. Let's replace you as well. At the moment, let's just get you connected in. And connected in. What I didn't do is allow this as well. Right, hopefully that will fix that. You connected in. Right, let's get some signals on. One-way signals. You coming in okay, coming out. You can come out. So at least that's going to add the signals in. That's going to work okay. Bringing my train in. We are now going into there. Now let me manage that line because it is now using platforms 1 and 2 up to Carlisle and back. In fact, you're not using 1 and 2. You're using platform 2, heading out, going up to Carlisle. You can use both. Then you're coming back to here on platform 1. That is the right one, isn't it? Platform 1. And then you're heading over to here, of which you can use both platforms. Make sure I set you down to no waiting. And that will enable me to start to deliver some what am I doing? Buildings, depots. Let's get one there and one here. Let's get you started with a depot nearby. Stick you just out of the way. And you F5 make sure that's playing. So a new line which is going to be taking down to return. That's cargo truck bricks. Chester. Use both, you can use both. And you are loading stone, dropping off bricks. Loading bricks, dropping off stone. So you are now on your way. So, where's my train? Where are you getting grain? How can we carry grain? Ah, yes, because that's you. Okay, this is the one that's coming in. Manage, let me duplicate you. You're going to bring stone in to take over. Yeah. While I'm here, let me buildings let me put you in. And the reason for that is I can have my first Western Depot. Western Depot 2. Why have you got 2 of those? Let's want to buy. Two. We're going to take bricks. Yeah, just bricks. No messing about. Use both platforms. And this is the cargo truck in Liverpool. Bricks. Now I've got my first delivery of bricks. So that gives me my distribution for the stones to be taken over, bricks to come back, bricks can go into here, bricks can also go onto that line, and then they can all then get at some point distributed around. That was the other. So I wanted to go onto a new line to deliver cargo trucks. This is fuel. Liverpool. There it's Liverpool fuel. What's this line? Ah, this is a cargo truck. By the colour, fuel. Yes. Goods. Fuel. Bricks. I'm now starting to utilise my central distribution hub here that there's not an awful lot going on it at the moment. How are they doing finance wise? No point sticking another train on there yet. What I need to do is to get this working. Manage. Let's replace. Double. Oh, let's double again. So that's working quite nicely. I like the look of that. But they are on their way. Liverpool are going to start getting some bricks. Then what I need to do is get Chester working so that what I want to see is you starting to deliver some of the others, but more importantly, these lines need to start delivering goods up to my central hub. So you're coming in, and you're not doing an awful lot at the minute, are you? Not shipping too much. Full of grain, full of crude oil. I don't need any of that at the moment. Crude oil, food. You drop food off. Why are you dropping wood off? Unless, why are you dropping wood off? I've got no industries that require wood. Just doesn't make any sense. at all. But who's to query the mechanics of the game? I can understand you putting the wood onto here to ship in a direction you might want to go, but beggars belief at times. And I think on that note, I am going to call it a day. So I would like to just say, I feel as though I've not done a huge amount, apart from you're now starting to become, look at you're going to become productive, so let me at least double chains on there. They can be shipping stone, manufacturing bricks, coming down here, delivering stone, manufacturing bricks, and those bricks will hopefully start to get delivered to Liverpool, because it now has a supplier. You've not had any delivered. That's good. You've got delivered, but you're now waiting for them to be transported. So hopefully you will have a brick on it. That brick could then come down to by Preston South, which will then take that brick into Liverpool. You're now producing, so you've got your stones, so you're now producing your bricks. That's good, so they should start to level up pretty soon. So I've now got my distribution hub going here. Have I got? No. Still waiting for steel to be brought down from Scotland. Plenty of steel there, but none of it is coming down on here, which is what I'm after. They are going to connect it up. Still, some of that steel should be going down south, but it's not. That's one for next time. So, in the meantime, if you have enjoyed the episode, then please do click that like button. Stop teaching old dog new tricks. If you've got any tips, tricks, or recommendations, or ideas, or should I continue with my freight, because I want to try and get freight to be delivered to every city, and then start to look at passengers, or do I jump into passengers and start shipping some of those around? And please do not forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.